Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. How's everybody doing? I know we're all starting to freak out about Donald Trump's cabinet picks, Matt Gaetz, and all the others that he's picking. I mean, even the Republicans don't like his picks. So yeah, there's going to be a lot to be sorry about for sure, and they're going to start having regrets right away. And I do feel optimistic that no matter what happens, I know that we're going to be okay. I know that to be true. And I'd have a lot of hope. Okay. And I would like to explain something. I feel like I'm going to tell y'all some information that Spirit has relayed to me. And the way that I receive the information, I'll explain it. But I feel like I'm not able to handle direct information. You know what I mean? And a lot of us, we get different pictures and things like that, and then we have to try to interpret them. I can tell you, remember when I told you that I was at my mother's house after my brother had passed away, and I got direct information about what happened to him, and I wasn't ready to handle that level of information and that vibration level. So my body's not able to withstand that. So I think that was a little test for me. I picked up on that information and it just floored me. I mean, it made me sick. I thought I was going to have a heart attack. It was absolutely scary. So Spirit was like, okay, so you're just not ready for that yet. So I'm not getting that kind of direct information, but they do send me pictures and I'll hear something in my mind, but not directly like I got with my brother. It was kind of terrifying actually, but because I got all the feelings at once. So, I always ask to be protected. I ask the white light to protect me before I do any kind of reading or get any information. That day that I got that information, I hadn't meditated, I hadn't asked for protection or anything, and I just picked up that, and it was scary. It was really scary. So, that being said, I'm going to tell y'all information that I have gotten today. So, when I'm asking Spirit, what's going to happen? Is Donald Trump going to be inaugurated? Is he going to take office? I want to know. Can you please make it crystal clear? And this is what they're showing me, okay? This is weird, and y'all can interpret it the way you want, okay? Because I asked to have information to disseminate to you guys. And what I get is I see Snow White digging a hole. I'm like, Snow White's digging a hole. So possibly a grave, because why else would Snow White be digging a hole? But Snow White's digging a hole. I think it's a grave. The next thing they show me is a wolf. There's a wolf, but the wolf at first it's standing up, and then it goes and it lays down, and it's staring, waiting patiently. The next vision that I got is a man reading from a book. It looks like a binder. I don't think it's a Bible, but it looks like a binder. It may be the Constitution. So this may be part of, being inaugurated. I don't see Trump there. I'm not seeing that, but I do see this man standing with a book. He's not a preacher or pastor. He's not clergy. He has a suit and tie on, and he's reading. I feel like it's the Constitution. Not 100% sure, but that's what I feel like. So I don't know. I don't remember. In inauguration, is it clergy that reads it or a judicial that reads it? I don't know. I'm not sure. It wasn't a person in a robe. He was in a suit with a tie, and he's reading from the Constitution. Okay, so that's what I got. You guys, leave your comments below and let me know what you think that means, because I asked this information for you guys. And also what I got was that Biden, he doesn't believe this was a fair election. Now, I know he's already hosted Donald Trump at the White House. He's treated him very respectfully when Trump didn't do the same for him. But Biden doesn't want to be known as like an election denier, or he doesn't want to let his personal feelings show. He doesn't want, he doesn't want to go down as that kind of president. He cares about what people think about him and about what they'll remember about him. He's a very respectful man. Can you imagine what it feels like for Biden to host him? I mean, oh my gosh, he must be like having all these feelings, and having that man in the White House. And I just can't imagine what Biden is going through, having to, do all this. Now, why does Biden believe that this wasn't that it wasn't a fair election? Why does he believe that? And the first thing is because they made him step aside. So that's the first thing that came up. They made him step aside. So he doesn't believe this was a fair election because of the Democrats making him step aside. Number two, he doesn't believe the majority of the people voted for Trump. He just doesn't believe that. And I'll tell you what, as everyone is watching Trump assemble his cabinet, it is motivation for them to figure out where this voting anomaly came from. This is just motivating them. And he knows that. He knows that there's an investigation. He feels in his bones that this, that Trump did not win this fairly. But he will not say anything to the public until he has concrete evidence to show. That's how he is. He's not going to go and make accusations. So when they bring him concrete evidence, and they have limited time to do that, their time is very limited. They need to get on it. And Merrick Garland, we know how slow he is. He's like a snail. But until they have that, he's not going to say nothing out loud to us. He's not going to say, anyway, he doesn't want them to understand that he's not accepting this. He doesn't want to alert the Trump team that, hey, we're working on figuring out what the hell happened. So they're doing it on the down low quietly. So just know that. So there is hope here. And I'm telling you, the reason why I'm not watching the media is because I have an understanding of the media. I know exactly what's going on with the media. And the reason why all these channels, really, they're backing Trump. And not only are they backed or owned by Republicans, Trump is a moneymaker. He's a moneymaker for the news. Biden did nothing except for maybe fall down once in a while. So he wasn't exciting to report on, There was nothing to report on. There was nothing going on in the White House. Every single day when Trump was in the White House, there was something going on, something to report on. And, it made everybody watch TV. Remember during the pandemic, he had a press conference every damn day. Every day. So it's a moneymaker. If we're watching the TV, that's a moneymaker for them. But I understand that the ratings are down for CNN and MSNBC. Their ratings are falling way, way down. Yeah, because you know what? We ain't playing. We're not playing that game. And they're going to figure it out. They're going to find out that, hey, we're losing our viewership because of the game we're playing. And we're not going to have it. So y'all continue to not watch the news because we need to make them accountable for participating in this, little fraudulent venture. And then we have Putin. Putin put Trump on notice. He put out all these photos. I don't know if y'all heard about it or saw it. He put out a bunch of nude photos in Russia of Melania, because I mean, she posed for him. She made the photos, and they're out there anyway. They're on Twitter all the time, and people are like, "Oh, she's so beautiful." I'm like, "Yeah, but really, do you want your first lady to have, posed naked?" But Trump is put on notice. He's saying to Trump, "Look what I can do. I have this information on your wife, but I got a whole bunch more information on you, a lot." And it's just a warning for Trump to remember to fall in line, because if he doesn't, he's going to release more. So who's going to be running the country, Putin or Trump? But I can tell you for sure, Trump is such a narcissist that no matter what Putin has on him, he's not going to take orders from Putin. He won't. Now, he may do things that Biden wouldn't do for him. He may broker a deal and say, "Ukraine, let him have, part of your country, and let's get this war over with." But he will only go so far. He's not going to take marching orders from Putin. So don't worry that Putin's going to be running our country. That's not going to happen, because Donald Trump is too much of a narcissist for that. So in that regard, I don't know, it's good, right? That he won't listen, because Trump doesn't listen to anybody, much less Putin. And, he's so good with lying and spinning the truth and everything that I'm sure he's preparing for anything that Putin might put out there that it's AI, it's not true, Putin's trying to manipulate him. I'm sure he's all ready to handle misinformation, disinformation. That's what he'll call it. It's disinformation, that Putin is going to put out. And I'm sure that he is going to put out some things, because Trump isn't going to listen to him. So look forward to that. There's some things that are going to be coming to light for sure. And I know everybody's got this sick feeling, when we're hearing what Trump's doing, and afraid that he's going to destroy the Constitution. I know that there are people working really hard to make sure that doesn't happen. They're making sure that Trump doesn't try to run for a third term, and that it can prevent that from happening, because after 4 years, goodbye, we're done with you. And, I know we have hopes that this inauguration won't happen, but if the way that Merrick Garland and Biden have worked in the past, if it's, is indication of the future. That's how we look. We look at the past to indicate the future. That doesn't look too good, like they're going to be able to do anything. But there are a lot of people involved with it, not just them. So I still have hope that, something will come out about it. I do have hope, but I'm being realistic too, that we're going to have 4 years of Trump, and we're going to get through it, and it's going to be okay. It really is. It's going to be okay. It's not going to be fun, just like it's not fun listening to all his cabinet picks and what they're trying to do and what they're going to do. You have this feeling in the pit of your stomach. I know, I feel it too. It's nauseating and it's sickening, but we're going to try to, just pray that the United States is protected, that the Constitution is protected, all right? That's what we need to just put the white light of the Holy Spirit around the Constitution, around the United States, and protect it and make sure no harm comes to it. No harm will come to our republic. So that's what we really need to be putting out there and focusing on, even though we're stressed out and we're worried, but we're also saying everything's going to be okay. I know it. I know it's going to be okay. Everything will work out for the best. And like I said, this is a lesson for everybody. There's going to be lessons for everybody. Democrats, Republicans, everyone. So, honestly, the Democrats have made a lot of enemies in the House in the Senate and everything, they have made a lot of enemies the way they've gone about things, unfortunately. These people should all be getting along and working together, even though they're on different parties. So there's a little bit of blame for everything, all the feelings, all the things that have happened. There's a little bit of blame for everybody. But that being said, we'll have to learn, they'll have to learn, just like we are, how to work together. So that's one of the ways we can help, is for us in our lives to learn to get along with people that have different beliefs than us. So when we do that in our lives, we will put that in the universe, you know? So this division has been out in the universe now. A lot of divisiveness. You know, we've unfriended people because of politics. Now we need to come together. And when we come together and work together with people that think differently from us, then we can expect that to happen in all areas of life. But it happens with us. That, you know, it starts with us. That's why they always say, like, it starts with your child. It starts with teaching your child to do the right thing, right? So you're going to be teaching your child, teaching the people around you. Your actions teach other people how to live their lives. And when we're not divisive, when we're not judgmental, that's going to teach everybody else not to be that way also. So I know it's hard. It's a hard pill to swallow. I understand it. I feel the same way. I watched a clip on YouTube last night, and my husband said it was a kind of a little news clip. It wasn't mainstream news, and he said, "I thought you weren't watching that." And I'm like, "I know." I know, I can't help it. I watched a little bit of it, and I said, "I know." But I'm not reacting to it. I'm not getting upset about it. And that's what we need to stop doing. We need to stop getting upset about it. We can take action. We can, put out positive thoughts in the universe, have good behavior. You know, Biden is modeling wonderful behavior. He is modeling the kind of behavior that we want from a president and that we want from our friend. He's modeling this behavior, and we need to, take a page from his book and model that behavior for others also. Okay? Just look, you love Biden, you respect Biden, then model his behavior. Because everything's going to be okay. We're going to get through this, okay? We are going to get through this. But I still, like I said, I still have hope that things could change if they're able to get on it quick enough. So Snow White digging a grave. Now, is that digging a grave for democracy? I don't know. Is the wolf that's waiting the Republicans? I don't know. It's kind of scary. And is the binder that they're reading from the 2025 project? I hope not. So you could interpret it like that. But it doesn't have to be that way. Snow White was digging a grave, maybe to bury the Republican agenda, or, bury this fraudulent vote, bury this election. I don't know. Maybe the wolf that's waiting patiently is going to strike, and maybe that wolf is, maybe it's, the Biden administration. Maybe it's Merrick Garland. And maybe this man reading from the binder is saying that our Constitution is saved. Democracy is saved. So what do y'all think about that? What do y'all believe this means? You can interpret it two different ways, and it's kind of scary. I know it is kind of scary. But yeah. So I'm going to read all your comments down below and tell me what y'all think that meant, okay? All right, guys, a lot to think about, a lot to process, but keep your heart open and know that everything's going to be okay, because it is. Even though we're thinking about this, don't let it consume you. Don't let it stress you out. Just, we're going to go with the flow. It's just an experience. Just an experience. We're going to get through it. That's what life is. It's an experience. We're going to learn some lessons and we're going to get through it. Okay? All right. Love you. If you'd like a reading with me, look down below. Or if you'd like a healing session, I'm fixing to do some healing sessions in just a few minutes. If you need a chakra balancing, and a lot of people are asking for those kind of things right now, it's good for you to do that. Balance your chakras, ground your energy. You need to release this energy that you're feeling. Go outside, put your feet in the grass, ground your energy, okay? And just feel that all that energy going down to Mother Earth. Have gratitude, thank her, and release the energy that's not serving you, okay? All right. Do something kind for somebody, maybe yourself. It'll always come back to you. Bye for now.